100 yard dash. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. They will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone. Watch me celebrate. I'm cocky. I do my dance. Jump in the stands. No man, man. Oh, there with the hands. Thought he could guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. 100 yard dash. 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 Yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Heat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Hit dials, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerging victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, it's glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. They will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone. Watch me celebrate. I'm cocky. I do my dance. Jump in the stands. No man, man. Oh, there with the hands. Thought he could guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. 100 yard dash. 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 They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's no need in keeping it low-key. I can carve for the D like a turkey or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the Jets. The coach will regret even letting them stay in the game. Team around took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just trying not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. 100 yard dash. 100 yard dash. 100 yard dash. 100 yard dash. 100 yard dash.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change.
All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. A moment ago, the pride of Massachusetts, the Patriots, introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with the Pittsburgh Steelers. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Let's go. The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here we go. Black 30.
Let's get it home.
This is a guy who made a Pro Bowl in his second season, James Conner. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Play fake to Conner. Now Roethlisberger. Steps, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Kyle Van Noy came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. So the sack, and now a third and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Able to find Switzer. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much, maybe a yard, and that's all. And credit the tackle to Taco Charlton with a stop.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 46-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll run with the NC State man. It's Jalen Samuels. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He completes it to Bryant. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 38-yard line.
First down, Pittsburgh.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker Kyle Van Noy. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 17.
Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. A look at Kerryon Johnson, second-year man out of Auburn. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 19-yard line.
On 2nd down now, it's Johnson. He's got a first down past the 30. Finally taken down at the 32-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. On 1st and 10 is Counter. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down, Samuels. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. An interesting note about the Steelers opening up on the road here. It's the 5th season in a row that they have started away from home. Longest active streak in the league. And, of course, pitting them against the Patriots, 2 of the most storied franchises, especially in the last couple of decades. Since 2002, these two teams have met in 3 AFC championship games, with New England getting the better of Pittsburgh all 3 times. And you think of the Lombardi trophies, with New England winning last year. Each of these franchises has 6 trophies, tied for the most in the entire league. On 2nd down, Samuels. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he connects with Vance McDonald. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. Boswell's kick is good. Boswell signed to a 4-year deal prior to last season, but he struggled a little bit.
Yeah, do you think that they saw 13 of 20 when they signed him to a 4-year deal?
Not at all.
Needs a big bounce back in 2019 if he wants to see the end of that contract.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
On 2nd and 7, Brady, and that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
On play action, now Brady. And that's complete. It's Watson. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they got themselves a first down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
On first down, Brady. He completes it right side to White. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 42. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. On the ground, this is Johnson. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Alabama, 50 come up.
On 2nd and 11 now. Brady looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A first down there on a pickup of 25. The Patriots into the red zone for the first time. 1st and 10 at the 9. And his first carry, he loses the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. But I think the Patriots are going to hang on to the football. They do. They get it back. And that one coming on his opening carry of the season. Do you give him a mulligan?
You would like to, but this game counts. If this were preseason, he'd get a mulligan. But this is for real, so not expecting that at all. Got to find a way to take care of it. I'm sure he'll get other opportunities.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Brady. To Gordon, out left. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Check. Tight end right.
To throw, it's Brady. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Jalen Hurd, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. To throw is Brady. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Jalen Hurd, his first NFL reception, goes for 6. And the Patriots have taken the lead. Gostkowski with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On first down, it's Samuels. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, 55 yards. And the Steelers are going to retake the lead. Boswell good with the extra point. And the lead is now 10-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism, because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. Then he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Here we go.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that, because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Brady going to throw. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. He was trying to hit Thomas that time.
It's going to be a long day.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. Throw left side, taken in by Washington. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Like 80.
50, Mike, 50.
They'll run here with Connor. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Brady now to throw. He gets it left side to Johnson. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Brady to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Stephon Tuitt, the former Notre Dame man. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now Brady. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Watch time.
The final shot before half for Brady. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is taken at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. The throw on second down by Brady is incomplete. Jalen Hurd, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 4. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Got a man. It's his tight end, Lance Kendricks. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Brady now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll stay on the ground with Connor again. Powering forward. Chris Jones on the stop.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll try and run forward with Connor. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. And Boswell's kick is good. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still on attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A pickup of 27. And they pick up the first down in the process.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Brady, perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's first and 10. From midfield, here's Brady. He hits his target, left side, Watson. 10 more there and another first down. Second tour of duty for Watson with the Patriots. Remember, New England drafted him way back in 2004 out of Northwestern. He retired in the offseason after finishing the campaign with New Orleans, but decided to come back for one more go-around with the Patriots, and they might need him, especially with Rob Gronkowski. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Steven Nelson. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Jalen Hurd, the intended receiver. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Roethlisberger running the option left. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They're going to be stopped up on this first down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. The tackle made by Landon Roberts.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. This is counter. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Bart, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. All runs on this drive so far. It's first and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Got an open man. It's Washington. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't it?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. They'll look to run with Connor, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9.
And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. James Conner, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Boswell good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 40, and the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Jalen Hurd, the intended receiver. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Connor. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. 6 yards in the wrong direction that time. Not only that, but it brings up 4th. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Brady. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
72. Sugar.
To throw again. Brady. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at the 20. They start the drive with Connor. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. Out left side here to Bryant. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Here's Dorsett. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Patriots take over. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the rookie first-rounder from Michigan, Devin Bush. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Joe Hayden from his cornerback position on the sack that time. So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it. Throw to the right, taken in by Hurd. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come.